Christopher, how are you today? How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you? How are you staying
I'm
safe in these
I,
crazy times?
I'm totally staying safe. If I could speak English this morning, I'd be even better. I hope you are too. Coming at you from Toronto, Canada, where you have a load of fans, my friend.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I love Toronto. I worked up there. I shot Kick-Ass up there actually for about a month.
That's right. You certainly did. You certainly did. And we go way back because I interviewed you for a little film called Superbad. Do you remember
Nice.
that
I do.
movie?
I do remember that. I'm reminded about it quite a bit as well.
I was going to ask you that because I am sure. Look, Christopher. That was the movie that pretty much changed your life. But I was wondering, all this time later, do people still come up to you and bother you about that movie?
You know what? I guess there's one positive about the pandemic that's going on is I've been forced to stay home for about a year. So besides my girlfriend shouting McLovin at me when I don't take out the trash or something, it's been very minimal around it. But honestly, it does not bother me at all. I find it very sweet when people come up to me and say they like the movie. It's great. We made it 14 years ago, so the fact that people are still
I know.
recognizing
And
it.
you know what? Look, McLovin was a very endearing character too. And you know what? People are discovering it now. People are showing it to their kids because of pandemic and stuff like that. So look, you know what? Good for you. Live on in history, my friend. Live
I
on.
appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if parents should be showing their kids that movie though. Let's be honest. I
Okay.
think I think
No,
maybe
no,
we
not young kids. Yeah, teenage kids, teenage kids.
exactly.
Okay, let's get that straight. Look, Blark Son, so much fun. This show created by your buddy Ben. What was your initial reaction when he came to you and said, "You know what? I want you to voice Son."
Yeah, I mean it was a no-brainer, it started as a complete passion project and it still is to this day, but about 5 years ago, Ben, who's an incredible special effects artist who's working on The Masked Singer right now, he makes all the costumes for The Masked Singer, just so you know how great he is. He's been doing it for Oh yeah, he's been doing it for a decade, making puppets and costumes, and 5 years ago he had an idea. He wanted to just make a show strictly for Instagram, 45-second episodes or minute long or 15-second episodes. And he would voice the father. And he asked me if I would do, voice the son. He created it with our other friend from high school that we've known for 15 years, Adam Azaraf. And I was like, yeah, this sounds great. There's no money involved or anything. It's purely just friends having fun together. And we shot, 30 episodes. He made the puppets. We put it up on Instagram and Comedy Central saw it and they thought it was really unique and cool and they wanted to make a YouTube series out of it, which was very exciting. So we got a little bit more of a budget. We got a great cast. We made more characters. We got Deborah Baker Jr. We got Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty. We got Donald Faison, Jim Rash from Community, who's incredible. And we made it, and Comedy Central put it on YouTube. It's a very unique, absurd show, and it found like a niche audience. And with not a lot of promotion on season one, it was getting like 500,000 to a million streams an episode, and was really great. And Comedy Central wanted to make a second season on YouTube, and we're very grateful.
It's amazing because it's not only, look, it's relatable too in some ways. I mean, how much do you relate to Son?
Um,
Try to bond with dad try to bond with him. It's fun to watch it.
Totally. Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the core, the show gets really absurd. The things that they can do with these puppets is very exciting. The way they can bend their body parts, like the sets that they can create. There's really no limitations. But at the core of the show, it's just how can this father and son see eye to eye and how can they bond, And in season two, I don't want to spoil anything, but like the first episode, we bring a live chimp, a live monkey into the scenario. And the monkey
Yeah.
has a bond with my dad. And I get jealous of a relationship that my dad has with a monkey. But at the core of it, it's just me wanting my dad's affection, So I'm hoping people connect to that for sure.
And you also attract some pretty amazing guest stars too. I understand Jane Lynch is going to be in season two.
It's so exciting. Jane Lynch has one or two episodes, I believe, in the new season. Which, if we make another season or if we go to series, I know we would love to have her back. But it's a shot in the dark with that kind of stuff. We just send them the episodes, it's not a big payday or anything at all. And she
For
saw what
sure.
we were doing and she thought it was really unique and cool and came in for a couple hours and absolutely crushed it.
That's amazing, Christopher. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. I definitely have to ask you a couple questions about Promising Young Woman.
Please.
This
Yeah.
movie, it blew me away. I've actually watched it twice now, and it really is. I honestly do truly believe it could win the Oscar for Best Picture. When you got this script, what was your reaction to it? Because you are a pretty douchey guy, but it works with the storyline. For people who haven't seen this movie, you need to see this movie. But for you to be able to be in a film like this and to work opposite Carey Mulligan, wow.
Yeah, it was great. I can't take any credit for anything. I'm in one scene of the movie. It was one full day of work. But when I read the script, you read a lot of scripts, and I think you kind of know like 30 pages in what kind of movie it is and where it's going. But I could not put down the script for this movie at all. I was, it made me as a man. It scared me. It made me think about my life. It made me have conversations with people. And I was just excited. I took a meeting with Emerald, the writer director, and we talked a little bit about, her dating life, my dating life, that kind of situation. And she offered me the part, and it was just incredible to work opposite of Carey. And I think she's just masterful in the movie. And I'm guaranteed she's going to get nominated and probably should win an Oscar for sure. But it was,
Yeah,
it was
just
cool.
you talking. Yeah, it gives me chills. It seriously gives me chills, even just you talking about it again and working with Emerald, because we see her obviously in front of the camera killing Eve, and then The Crown. She's so amazing. But to have a female director work on this picture, I think it even says more
You
than
have to. I
anything.
mean, I think you have to have for this story, a revenge thriller about a woman who has been assaulted in the past. I think it has to be a woman who writes and directs this movie. I think the backlash would have been out of this world if a guy was telling that story. But she's brilliant, brilliant. She knew exactly what she was doing. It was one of those things I was reading it and I'm like, I don't quite understand the tone. You're casting like comedic actors as sexual predators, which was just a brilliant move. And on set, it was like some of the stuff we were doing was funny but uncomfortable, and I'm assaulting her, and I'm like, is that the right tone for this situation? But she knew exactly what the end game was, and it shows in the movie.
Yeah, no, I thought you did an absolutely amazing job, and don't fluff it off, because it was an important part. Like I know that it was a
Oh,
short part, but it really packed a punch, and you did a really awesome job. Before we wrap, what do you have next? I know it's pandemic and you haven't been shooting and all that, but anything in the can past Blark Son, and anything we should be aware of?
not at the moment. It's been a little tough. I think there's not a lot of stuff going at the moment. I think slowly things are getting greenlit. One of my friends, one of my best friends, is on Succession out in New York, and they like just started shooting their season. So that's a show that's been going already. So it's kind of hard getting things off the ground at the moment. So just really promoting Blark Son comes out this Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday for the next 4 weeks. And, just trying to stay safe in these crazy times. And yeah, that's it.
Well, listen. I appreciate your time today, Christopher. It's always wonderful to have the opportunity to talk to you, and hopefully post pandemic we can get you back here in Toronto, and maybe we'll go for a coffee.
Would love it.
How about
It'd
that?
be a dream. It'd be great to be up there again. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you so much too, and have a great day and stay safe and healthy.
you
Okay.
too. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Christopher. Bye bye.